when Atiku was discussing on the issues of Peter Obi, that Peter Obi went to Labour Party, Atiku was accusing Peter Obi that he has gone to a party that doesn't have a national structure. It doesn't have members of the National Assembly, State Assembly, governors, or anything. So it was an unknown political platform, as Atiku mentioned then. Now, what is the result of what Atiku is doing? He is repeating what Peter Obi did in 2023. With this process now that Atiku has left PDP, I am telling you, Mr. Dapo, caught me anywhere and mark my words. Comes 2027, Atiku will lose election again.
Yes, my people, as the halt, it don't happen. No, a strong PDP chief thing don't use man to run down Atiku, blast Atiku left and right, and he don't see talk waiting shock the world. Say Atiku will lose 2027 presidential election. He don't drop more reasons. And this one that because say Peter Obi is coming back to PDP and I raise all this talk. Just watch how this man they use man two Atiku Peter and to like what you know good format. Please as you're watching, can you hit this like button, share and drop your thoughts in the comment section.
When Atiku was discussing on the issues of Peter Obi, that Peter Obi went to Labour Party, Atiku was accusing Peter Obi that he has gone to a party that doesn't have a national structure. It doesn't have members of the National Assembly, State Assembly, governors, or anything. So it was an unknown political platform, as Atiku mentioned then. Now, what is the result of what Atiku is doing? He is repeating what Peter Obi did in 2023. Atiku is moving into a political party that is very, very unknown. A political party that doesn't have members of the National Assembly. So to say, I think they have one member from, was it Kogi State? You can't eat your cake and have it again.
But some will argue on the contrary. Sorry, some will argue on the contrary that he did well during the last election. He came second, and that he must, have a very strong. I mean, he has proved it over the years that he has strong following. Nationally, particularly in the north. And so maybe on that premise, he felt, you know what? Anywhere I go, my loyalists will go with me. Do you think this is the case?
Mr. Dapo, we need to shift our thinking from the politics of North and South. This issue of Northern agenda, I think, is one of the very ingredients that is destroying this nation. I hate it when people talk about it is time for the North or it is time for the South. But I like it when you said, let us give it to the North or let us give it to the South, since the North did their own 8 years. That is inclusion, that is unity. But you cannot come out and begin to say that this is the time of it has never been a time of North or South. It is about Nigeria and what Nigeria stands to gain from. You understand? So the issue here is Atiku has been banking on the support of the PDP structure, not his own support as a politician. Let's go back to history. In 1993, when Atiku runs for president under SDP, Atiku ran for president, but his late boss, late General Musa Yar'Adua, pushed Atiku and asked Atiku to step down for electio Abiola, late of blessed memory. Atiku stepped down with the intention that he would be nominated as a vice presidential candidate to electio Abiola. Then subsequently, the man who ran for the ticket with electio Abiola was Babagana Kingibe, the immediate past national secretary of SDP. And the governors of the SDP united and said, no, we want our national secretary to be handpicked as the running mate to let electio Abiola. And that was what happens. So if you see how things are going, it shows that the governors, the national structures of the party owned the party, not an individual. A party is bigger than an individual. So you cannot move from PDP and go to ADC and ask a sitting governor to move with you when you did not even consult with the governors, when you did not even consult with the members of the National Assembly, when you did not even consult with stakeholders of the party. Atiku is micromanaged by some individuals who feel their interest is not addressed in the PDP. So that is just the truth of the matter. We are just running away from the truth, and Atiku is running away from the truth. And let me tell you this. With this process now that Atiku has left PDP, I am telling you, Mr. Dapo, caught me anywhere and mark my words. Comes 2027, Atiku will lose election again.
You say that with all confidence. Sorry, you say that with all confidence.
Absolutely, I'm saying it with all confidence.
In spite of his performance in 2023.
Let me tell you something. Towards the build-up of 2023 election, there was balkanization in the PDP. Atiku, as a national leader and as a leader of the opposition, should have stood firm and unite the party despite the differences of the aftermath of the primary election. But he refuses. He refused to extend his hands. He refused to honor some agreement with some of the aggrieved PDP governors of the party. He refused. And what happens at the end of the day? He lost the election. So you cannot bank on an individual and think that you can get what you want at any time.
All right.
Therefore, politics is about number. Politics is a game of negotiations, alignment, realignment, and other aspects of it. So you cannot just sit down at the comfort zone of your room with some few individuals that they cannot even produce what you expect them to produce from their state and think that you can win election in Nigeria. Nigerian election is far beyond one regional part of this country.
All right.
Nigerian election is far beyond north or south. Nigerian election has to be.
All right, Khalid. All right, Khalid. Your point has been made very well. But at this point, we'll go on a quick break. When we return, we'll be bringing in Honorable Chris Ayo as a PDP chieftain and also the former Commissioner for Information for Abom State. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, I join in this conversation right now is Honorable Chris Ayo as a PDP chieftain, the former Commissioner for Information for Abom State. Thank you for your time. I still have on the panel to Khalid Barao is the SSA to the Executive Governor of Bauchi State on empowerment and also a member of the People's Democratic Party. Gentlemen, thank you for staying with me. Let me come to you, Honorable Ayo. Let me first start by asking what you think of the idea of zoning, particularly the presidential ticket, and His Excellency Atiku Abubakar's exit from your party. I'll pick something from what Mr. Barao did say. He said that Atiku largely banked on the structure of the party as against his personality to gain such followership and political momentum. Do you think that is the case?
Yeah, certainly I believe in that assertion. Believing that because we have other political parties, if exiting the PDP because of assumed, perceived